I'm here with the fabulous Eamon, who is one of the main organisers for this year's Natural Resources Forum ESG Week. Now, Eamon, the conference has already started. We are well on our way. Can you tell us a little bit about what to expect from this week?
There are going to be lots of panel discussions, not just today at the London Stock Exchange, who have supported ESG Week from the get-go, but we will be online Tuesday to Friday, and we'll have a very broad range of topics that we're going to be covering. Anything from standards to setting targets to the talent and retention issue within the critical minerals industry. We have a panel on boards. How can we get those board members on board with ESG principles? So a lot of discussion throughout the week. And hopefully there'll be great value add to all of our supporting organizations and sponsors who continue to support ESG Week. Started off as 5 panels. During COVID, when we had to pivot online, we are now up to 25 panels over a period of 5 days. So great to see so many people here at the Stock Exchange to help us kick off ESG Week, our 4th annual event this year.
It's amazing. It's so brilliant what you and the team have put together. In terms of the topics themselves, have you seen them evolve and change over the 4 years, or are we kind of speaking about the same sort of stuff in a slightly different way?
I think there's definitely been a change. We still talk about the differences in E and the S and the G. When we first started way back in 2020 to bring panels on ESG, it was more about, well, what are we actually talking about? What do we mean by the E, S, and G? We've moved away from that conversation. It's a little bit more about, right, we're having these conversations, we're taking all of these things on board. Now what's the next step? And this year we're finding a lot of conversations about, well, what happens after we've taken all of this into consideration? We are even hearing that some investors, some asset managers are moving away from ESG. And why are they moving away from ESG? So yes, there's been an absolute change in the discussion. Some of the issues are still very much the same. We hear a lot about communities, how to engage stakeholders. But yes, there's definitely been a shift.
Well, which is good, I think, in terms of the evolving discussion, etc., and what people are dialing in to listen to. And in terms of who the conference is for, so we're here in the London Stock Exchange, so I'm assuming there are some financiers that are here as well as some of the mining operators, but who else is invited to come along and take part in the event?
So the event attracts a very broad, diverse group. We have investors, both on the retail and sales side. We have corporates. We have advisors, both on the financing side as well as on the technical side. We're seeing more and more of the technical side join in the conversations. The London Stock Exchange event is always very popular with the financing side for obvious reasons. We're in the city. It's a great venue. We bring together some great speakers. But yes, a very broad, diverse group. And what's really lovely is to see more young people in the room. We've got, and obviously have extended invites to universities, to graduates, so that they can be part of the conversation from the beginning.
Which is so important, because I think especially listening to the perspectives of people who are perhaps very new to the raw materials and natural resources space is really important, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And we hope that we can continue that trend, as well as making sure we have more female speakers on our panels. I think as a conference provider, it's super important to make sure that your conversation is equal, that you have, not just diversity on your panel, but diversity in thought. And you've got to make sure that you have that on every single panel. So we're really super proud to have 50% representation again this year. We achieved it for the first time last year, and we're happy to have achieved it again this year.
Absolutely brilliant. So with that, Eamon, I know that you are one busy lady, so we'll let you get back to the organisation of it all, but thank you very much.
Thank you so much.